It's a continual work in progress.
It's a long, varied story.
I don't know if I love anything about my body. I don't think about it that much.
Being a first-year student here at CSU and not playing a sport like I did in high school anymore definitely led to some unwanted weight gain that I experienced, and I didn't really notice it throughout the year until the summer after, which is when I really started to notice, and my friends would even call me out on it, and I don't know, it just didn't feel great altogether, but at the end of the day I made some changes and just kind of worked towards the body that I wanted to have.
Culturally, it is better, when I was growing up, to be thin was not the thing to be, and I was really thin.
Quite obviously, I'm not a small person, and for a very long time I tried to be a small person, you know? Like whether it be through MyFitnessPal, which I hate that app so much, or just restricting calories and then binging if you don't oh, I ate a cookie, now I have to eat like 20 of them because I'm such a terrible person.
I've never really looking in the mirror. I think it's always been, it's something I still, struggle with, and trying to accept. I'm trying to love who I am, but it's still getting there. So.
Growing up, I've always had kind of a hard time accepting the way I look because people used to always tell me I was too thin, and I've always been thin. I still am. People would tell me I looked like I was anorexic or I looked like I was starving.
I actually slipped a disc in my spine a couple months ago, and I gained a bunch of weight actually because I couldn't work out and I couldn't do some of the things I love. So I actually ended up gaining a bunch of weight, as I said, and my body image actually really went down, my motivation went down, and just my overall quality of life.
I think it's been really hard for me to realize that my body type is not the same as some of my friends, and that can make me feel really bad sometimes, and just realizing that we're all made differently. We all show our fitness in different ways, and there's no right or wrong way to do that.
Growing up, I felt like it was hard because all of my friends were like size 0, size 2, and I was like size 4, size 6 in high school. So I felt like I couldn't really relate to those girls, or I always felt bigger even though there wasn't anything unhealthy about me. It's just how my body was built. And I think that was a challenge along the way, and I'm still going through.
I think there's a huge expectation for men, which is where a lot of my probably insecurities come from. Because you see dudes all the time that are ripped and buff, and you feel like you can't compare.
To maintain the body image that I was seeking, I probably over-exercised. So rather than changing my eating habits, I was on that one edge of exercise addictive when I was younger. So it's a little bit different for everybody. And really what I've always said is that I exercise so I can eat whatever I want.
I got really sucked into low-calorie diets, low-carb diets, even though I was running 10 miles a day.
I think it's just important that we always recognize when we're working with folks, what is their history around what they eat, what food means to them, what body image means to them, and how to diet, and figure out what works best for people to help them feel good about themselves.
I love my body, but it's taken me a while to feel this way.
What do I love about my body? Honestly, everything, because I don't know, I think throughout recent years, I've just learned to love my body so much.
It's been a long story trying to become comfortable with the body that I was given in, but I am.
What I love about my body is that at age 68, I can still move pretty well.
I love that my body knows how to dance, knows how to have fun, but also has stayed pretty healthy, and I definitely can't take that for granted. Being able-bodied is definitely a privilege, and a privilege that can be used to help a lot of other people.
Spending lots of time with my grandchildren. I love being a grandma. I love kids. I love sports. So, I've had some injuries, so I haven't been able to play basketball. I've been thinking about trying to go back and do a little shooting and ball handling again. I want to be that 70-year-old woman who could teach people how to handle the ball. Taught all my kids how to do it. Now I'm going to teach my grandkids.
I just love everything that it does for me, even when I haven't been the greatest to it.